Oh, you'll like it actually.
Last night we let the Rizzler talk.
You hit it too early.
Last night we let the Rizzler talk. Even Livy Dunn was getting rizzed up by baby Gronk. He said that her yacht was so Ohio and skibbity. Even Kyson, Nat, and I show speed hitting the gritty. A grim is shaking Fortnite. A grim is shaking Fortnite.
Welcome, everybody. You're not there. You're not there. You're not there. I can't see you. You're not there. Okay.
Okay.
Guys, that's it. Right?
You calling it? You calling it?
No, you missed.
Is it the weekend?
You missed the link.
Hey, B.
Teacher, we. What about the homework?
What about homework?
What? Maybe?
You sent. You skipped one of the videos.
Which video?
Starting with
Number 4. Listen, I'm trying to give love. I'm trying to give love his highlight.
I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing right now. Thank you, brother. Hell yeah.
Talk.
Even Livy Dunn was getting rizzed up by baby Gronk. He said that her yacht was so Ohio and skibbity. Even Kyson, Nat, and I show speed hitting the gritty. A grim is shaking Fortnite.
Let's go.
A grim is shaking Fortnite.
Oh, so
What did I miss?
Thank you guys, everyone, for being so kind to my dad. It's very nice.
nice.
All right, play us off, for Christ's sake.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Last night we let the Rizzler talk. Even Livy Dunn was getting rizzed up by baby Gronk. He said that her yacht was so Ohio and skibbity. Even Kyson, Nat, and I show speed hitting the gritty. A grim is shaking Fortnite. A grim is shaking Fortnite.
Even Livy Dunn was getting grimmed up by baby Gronk. He said that the gap was so Ohio and skibbity. Even Kyson, Nat, and I should speed hitting the gritty. A grim is shaking Fortnite. Woo! A grim is shaking Fortnite. Woo! A grim is shaking Fortnite. Woo! A grim is shaking. A grim is shaking. A grim is shaking. We let the Rizzler talk. Even Gretchen Dunn is getting bizzed up by baby Gronk. He just said, well, that was so Ohio and skibbity. Even Kyson, Nat, and I should speed hitting the gritty. A grim is shaking Fortnite. A grim is shaking Fortnite. Woo! A grim is shaking Fortnite. Woo! A grim is shaking. A grim is shaking. A grim is shaking Fortnite. A grim is shaking Fortnite.
A grim is shaking Fortnite. A grim is shaking Fortnite. Last night we let the Rizzler talk. Even Livy Dunn was getting rizzed up by baby Gronk. He said that her yacht was so Ohio and skibbity. Even Kyson, Nat, and I show speed hitting the gritty.
A grim is shaking Fortnite. A grim is shaking Fortnite. A grim is shaking Fortnite. A grim is shaking. A grim is shaking. A grim is shaking Fortnite.
A grim is shaking Fortnite. A grim is shaking Fortnite. A grim is shaking Fortnite. A grim is shaking Fortnite. A grim is shaking Fortnite. A grim is shaking Fortnite.
Who wrote that? The Jersey Lawman?
You know it. He loves it.
It's exactly what I wanted in an orange. How does this open? Oh my god.
Olivia,
Oh, yeah, get some sound drops in there.
Olivia, I've been listening.
We have mute switches, so
Yeah, it does change.
we're
things.
okay.
What are you eating, AB?
Huh?
What are you eating?
Capri Sun. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh
Crazy.
my god.
Wow, Zach, what the hell was that?
That was quick.
Zach's on. He's It's that guitar pick.
The fucking stone, dude. The thing's fucking awesome,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, this is Sleep. How are you? Who is this?
This is Dream. So you have something to say to me?
Ew, this is a nightmare.
You've been ripping my shit.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I made those tracks. I think you.
No, you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly. You've been putting my music and remixing it.
Okay, you. Hold on. Slow down there, Dream. These are serious accusations. First of all.
Or maybe you should wake up.
Maybe it's time to wake up, Dream. Dream, this is serious accusation, okay? The first time I saw you singing that, you were previewing it in a live show, right? And it hadn't been published yet.
Okay. That doesn't mean you can rip it.
Okay, and then I took
that's fucked up.
Hold on, Dream, and I'm sorry to break it to you, but IP law is pretty fucking clear about this. I took, because you hadn't published it yet, that's your fault for doing it. I stole, no, I didn't, sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
Yeah, you stole it. You fucked up. You fucked up. Unless you apologize right now.
Seriously, can I do it off? Why do you have?
No, you have to do it. You have to look into the camera and you have to say, "My name is Ethan Klein, and I am not smarter than a 5th grader." And also, I stole Dream's song.
Can we just negotiate on the wording exactly?
Okay, you don't have to say the 5th grader thing, but
Maybe you should do it. We have too many lawsuits going on.
He's being pretty generous here. Let's be.
You should take it.
You know, I just want to say, that was a remix. That was fully original IP, and artists have been gotten in really big trouble for trying to press independent musicians like I am for quote stealing their tracks. I just want to tell you that you're not standing on the most solid ground here.
well, I don't think you want me to become your nightmare, Ethan.
That's too far. Big talk. Okay, listen.
Swallow your pride, Ethan.
Stop, Dan, stop.
Okay.
Dream.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Is this like an orchestral
I'm
version?
sorry that I made your song good.
Ethan, cut the shit, cut the music, cut the music.
Cut it,
Listen
Dad.
to me. Listen to me. Look, I'm gonna give you one more chance. Okay? But now because you've played an orchestral version, that's like a new version of the ring. I don't even know how many versions do you have. You need to send me the chocolate and you have to apologize into the camera. Otherwise, you're done.
We may be having run the fan competition for the best Dream remix. Is that I don't know if that's gonna be a problem.
Might be happening next week.
Are you fucking kidding me?
All right, I'm gonna apologize. I'm so Dream. First of all, thank you for. Thank you, first of all, for putting out that song.
It's not out.
It's on iTunes right now.
No, that's not my song.
Oh, he just admitted.
When is
that's
it?
We win.
GG.
We win.
Please though. So don't play the whole thing,
Oh.
obviously. Don't play the whole thing.
You say don't play it on the show?
Oh, you
No, don't play the whole thing on the show. Don't play the whole thing. Don't play the whole thing.
Don't
You
play
can
the whole
skip if
thing?
you want to hear the hook that I sung. You can. And that's don't Ethan, no, seriously, Ethan, stop. Ethan, no, stop.
Oh, that's. Can I play any of this?
You can play the hook. It's like 37 seconds or 30 seconds, 35 seconds in or something. That's the one you were playing. The nightmare. The one you keep remixing.
Wait, why are you making fun of yourself? All right, go ahead. I'm gonna listen to this guy.
Maybe some people are not motivated by growth. I think that.
Why do you say growth like that?
Growth.
Wait, hold on.
I mean, I think you made a case that maybe some people are not motivated by growth.
That shit was crazy.
Why did you say that like that?
Yeah, dude.
He's so annoying.
Zach, you gotta pull that.
You got it.
And motivating. I mean, I think you made a. case that maybe some people are not motivated by growth.
Gross. What happened, bro? What was that, man? I tell you what, man. Sometimes I sit out here on the porch and I get to thinking. Dark thoughts, you know. Sometimes out here there's nothing to do but think. Sometimes the storms roll in, keep you bound to your house for a week, 2 on end. The waters, they fall, the rivers, they rise up, boy. And I tell you what, man, I tell you, some of them rivers rise up, some of them bodies rise up too. Ain't nothing I'm proud of, but I'll tell you what, boy. Got a couple things under my floorboard when them rivers rise. I get a little anxious when it rains. 'Cause dark secrets come out when the tide goes up.
I definitely think the pitch is your friend.
You ever sit on the porch and see the country light up by the lightning light? Make you think about all this here. Is it God who put us all here? No. Someone much darker than that. What is God? It's a joke. God won't put me here on this hill on earth. I tell you what, I grew up with my good old friend, Jeremiah. Me and Jeremiah used to be real close, like. We used to run through the fields. We used to shoot at deer in the field, like. One day, Jeremiah come home to me. We were close friends, real close. Jeremiah, one day, he come home, he said, I kissed your sister. I wasn't too kind about that, because I'll tell you what, man, I've been kissing my sister.
What's your argument?
That's my sister, and ain't one gonna be reprocreating with her, Jeremiah. That's gonna be me. So I took Jeremiah out back, told him we were gonna sleep some sweet tea, and I whispered in his ear, Jeremiah, crossed the line this time, big brother. And I did something I regret. I'm not proud to say it, but I put my hands on his neck. Watched as the light left his eyes. The last breath exited his mouth. As I looked on his lifeless body, I realized what I had done, but there was no going back at this point. I could see... I could tell there was no going back at this point. Saw the clouds rolling in across the field. It was coming in ready for some rain. But I thought, if I gotta live a good life here for my sister, I gotta get rid of this body. She gonna wonder where Jeremiah went. He's a good friend. He's been around for a long time. People be asking questions. I gotta make sure that body get good gone. So I did me a trench down out in the fields, real deep, talking. I took the tractor, the John Deere. I took my daddy's John Deere, and I start digging. And I start digging. And by most people's calculation, they say about 6 feet enough, but I kept digging. And maybe it wasn't I was digging to hide the body. Maybe I was digging my own shame, trying to hide it. Don't have to face it again. I tell you, that John Deere went about as deep as my shame, down to the devil himself. And when I put Jeremiah's corpse, I rolled it right in there. The devil could lick his ass so deep. And he did, I swear to God. As I filled in that ditch with my good friend Jeremiah, I said, oh, this never gonna be the same around here. Went home, the rain started to pour, the lightning hit the fields like a shock from God. Could see the trees shaking out there in the field. I'd like to say that was the last time I took a man's life, but it was only the first. Turned out I had an appetite for sending people out down to a real deep grave. Something in there's some kind of darkness, a hole in me couldn't be filled by nothing else. And I wasn't this kind of man. I wasn't kind of a murderer, but it was a hole, a deep hole inside of me couldn't be filled up no other kind of way. Started with Jeremiah. Turned out the next one was Jim Bob. I don't like to talk about Jim Bob hurt not. If it hurt too bad. Jim Bob, a good man. But I tell you, man, something happened when them lights just switch off behind my eyes and I see Jim Bob and I just think, this man belonged in the dirt, down with the devil himself. So I'll tell you how I met Jim Bob's the jazz. I met Jim Bob one day, a hot, humid summer day out there in the fields. We was picking all the crops, the corn was getting ready for harvest. It was a tough harvest season, you know. The disease came, ate most of our crops. Hard time for us farmer type. But Jim Bob coming around saying, hey, you boys look thirsty. You boys look like you can have some kind of drink to hydrate. I did one. I was thirsty. There ain't no truth about that. But I was thirsty for something else. He didn't want to know the truth, and I didn't want to face it either. I'd already taken one man's life. I was about to take another. I took Jim Bob into my house, boy. We had ourselves some of them iced tea. Something just woke in me. He was a good man, a good Christian boy. I gave him that iced tea. I watched the cubes swirl around his glass like the last embers of his life. This great flame that was Jim Bob about to flicker to the end. Oh, God. I invited Jim Bob inside. I invited Jim Bob back to my house. Tell him to sit down, watch the telly. And I just stand behind him and watch. I knew this man's last moment here on this earth. He didn't even see it coming. I hate to think about Jim Bob. What I did to him wasn't right. But I'll tell you since you ask. Sat down right next to him. I put a little bit of a sedative in his iced tea, you know, the kind that just make you sleep nice and peaceful. Well, he drank his tea, boy, I tell you what. Passed right there on the couch, went to sleep, sweet like an angel. He looked so peaceful when he slept like that. The last time he'd ever sleep, I tell you, man. What is the difference between death and sleep, I wonder? As I sat there looking at Jim Bob, taking a nice little sleep there. Because what I tell you, when I took that knife and dug it into his side, I tell you, he didn't wake up. He just kept on sleeping. And I wondered to myself, what is the difference? I just took me a life, and yet this man couldn't even wake up to face me in the eyes. I tell you, Jim Bob was a good man around the community. His family couldn't know what was going on. His mama come around talk about, hey, you seen Jim Bob? I say, I ain't seen Jim Bob around here. You know I ain't seen Jim Bob in ages.
Got it.
We was close.
That was very good.
Thank you so much. And this show will premiere next Thursday.
So yeah,
Make sure to
Jack,
tune in.
what did you think about my accent?
I think you have another career as an A&E documentary.
Celtics. Okay, got it.
So I had, that's the only sports talk we gotta talk about.
Somebody says that the way we pronounce the name of the Vietnamese sandwich is upsetting them. What's the right way to say that?
What'd you call it?
I said banh mi.
It's me.
That's right. That's the correct way.
Apparently not.
Banh mi.
Banh mi pronunciation. Let's hear it.
We are looking at how to pronounce these names.
Really?
From Vietnamese.
What the hell?
So make sure to stay tuned to the channel. How do you say it? Banh mi.
What is this video?
It's also what you said.
There was like 20 seconds of intro. Hold on, let's listen to
We
this.
are looking at how to pronounce these names as well as how to say more interesting, both and confusing names from Vietnamese cuisine. So make sure to stay tuned to the channel. How do you say it? Banh mi.
Well, this guy said it the same way I did, and he clearly knows what he's talking about. So.
Homie's hitting that brown note frequency, man.
real.
Jesus Christ.
And I figure it's close to Australia. We'll just meet up.
Nice.
We'll meet up out there.
That's exciting.
But we've been talking every day.
Mm-hmm.
Even this morning, I woke up super early. I guess I was excited for this episode today with you guys. So I woke up at 4:30 a.m.
Wow.
And I texted her, and she was going to sleep.
Wow.
And I was like, "Fuck! Like, you know, this is where we have to communicate. This little window of time.
Yeah.
You know, where I'm waking up super early. She's going to bed." And I was like, I'm gonna go. I think I might go for a run right now in the dark, and I'll get a picture of the sunrise. And she was like, you know, I might go to bed. You know, I was like, I'm gonna get you that picture of the sunrise. So as I was out there, I was like, the sun was coming up, and I was like, fuck, I'm not gonna make it to the top of the mountain in time. But I used that. I was like, I'm getting this for my woman.
That's beautiful.
Fuck yes.
You did it for love.
That's primal.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
amazing.